All right, the big important thing in this unit is being able to know which formula we use when. So we've covered 4 of our banking interest formulas so far. And being able to determine which one of those 4 we use is super important. So for this quick video, I'm just going to use 2 different examples so we can determine between 2 of our formulas. And I do have another video that I will post that compares the 4 formulas that we've talked about. Now, you'll notice with these 2 examples, they look pretty similar. They actually use the same numbers, but there's just a little bit of a difference that changes everything. And so with this first one, we deposit $300 into an account. With the second one, we are depositing our money semi-annually. With this semi-annual deposit over here, that means we are regularly putting money into the bank. And so when we are doing that, that is our periodic deposit. Now, when we only put money in once, $300 deposited into an account over here on the left-hand side, that means that it's a one-time deposit. And when we have that one-time deposit for compound interest, we use the compound interest formula that we talked about a couple weeks ago. So that is the main difference between these 2 problems here, these 2 examples. Again, those regular deposits is a periodic deposit, and when it is only one deposit, that is when we just use compound interest. And so next, I need to go ahead and plug this into my compound interest formula for the first one. And what's really nice about all these formulas is they actually use the same letters. And so you don't have to remember what each of those letters stands for different formulas. They all mean the same thing for each formula. N in this case is going to be 2. Semi-annually means we compound or calculate interest twice a year. So that's where that 2 came from, that semi-annual. And we were going to end up with $355.08. Over here, I'm going to change my color just to help it stand out a little bit. We have our periodic deposit. Make sure you've got those double parentheses right off the bat in the beginning. And again, semi-annually, so N is 2. And you can see there are parts of this that look very similar. But don't forget this -1. There are other parts that are different. And that is what makes this the periodic deposit formula and gives us the calculations that we're looking for. And then we are very carefully going to type this into our calculator. Do not miss any parentheses there. Don't miss that -1 either. And with this one, $3,240.22. So not only do we end up with a lot more money, part of that is we do end up with a lot more interest, but we're also putting $300 in every 6 months. And so we're adding more money. And because we're adding more money, the bank ends up paying us more interest in the long run as well. But again, it's all about how often we deposit. Are we making regular deposits? If so, that's our periodic. If we're only making that single deposit, then it's just compound interest. And it's all about the number of deposits, one deposit or multiple deposits here.